Hey all, this is Val here with another Dungeon Hunter Champions video. In today's video, we're going to talk about Crude, the Water Scan Berserker. Alright guys, so recently I've got a lot of questions both in stream and in Discord about farming, about starter ED10 and SW10 teams. So it seems like we do have an influx of some newer players, and I never reviewed Crude. He was my first farmer, and I figured, well, I've got these questions, let's talk about a farmer. Alright, so let's jump right into this with skills. So his first skill, Battle Hardened Will. Attacks nearby enemies. Passive. Cultivates his anger against any enemy that damages him, reducing damage received from that enemy by 1%. This effect stacks multiple times up to a cap. So basically he picks someone, he gets really upset with them, and then he just starts stacking damage resistance against them up to an unknown cap. Alright, his first active skill, War Cry. Unleash a savage shout, provokes and lowers attack of all nearby enemies. His second active skill, Bloodthirsty Rampage. Spins his axes around, periodically damaging nearby enemies while channeling for several seconds. If enraged, has a 30% life stealing. Additionally, raises defense while spinning. Can move while channeling, and bonus damage based on attack speed. Now, ignore bonus damage based on attack speed. Just really, I've found, at least in my testing and a few other of us, that the scaling on this bonus damage is really bad, and it's not worth building a unit specifically that way, especially for your farmer. Well, there's a few exceptions. Alright, his third active skill, Unstoppable Rage. Becomes enraged, damaging nearby enemies. Becoming enraged raises attack and causes him to temporarily gain haste and undying. Triggers automatically when taking lethal damage. And then lastly, his synergy trait is max HP of ally water champions by 25%. So basically he did get a buff. The extra defense when spinning was one. This stacking damage reduction was another. And I believe that was it, if I'm not mistaken. The raising defense while spinning is really big because it helps survivability. Now, let's take a look at his stats. Of course, since he's a farmer, all you really care about is HP, attack, and defense. If you can get more like crit rate and more crit damage, that's always good. But basically, you want him to live and kill really fast while leeching health. That's just how he works. So you can see here we've got 28k HP, 700 defense, 90 crit rate, 1200 attack, 52% crit damage, and 30% accuracy. That's to help with provoke. And then let's take a look at his gear. I have him on Vampire Life, or Vital, excuse me, and I went attack, crit rate, attack. Now this is the gear from the Master Pack. Some of it is, of course, this isn't. But that's what I ran with him. Now, true story, the reason why you're looking at his builds like Val, this isn't your typical over-the-top kind of build that you have, because I got him, so my progression was, I got this guy to 5-star. I was about to ascend him, and I started reading Reddit, right? Reddit's like, oh, he's okay, but he's slow. He's free, and he's a 4-star, and he'll work for you. So I'm like, all right, let me 5-star this guy. As soon as I go to ascend him, I pull this guy, and everyone's like, oh yeah, he's a much better farmer because you can use him other places, and they were right. He has a lot of versatility that you can take everywhere, like the lowers attack is really good. The raising his defense is good, and then the undying is good. But the lowers attack is really the biggest thing that, I mean, it may not seem like a lot, but debuffs like this are pretty huge when taking on bosses and things like that because it lowers the damage that you take. So he actually is a lot better to take than this guy. And plus this guy is really slow at killing. He is super slow. He gets the job done, don't get me wrong. He gets the job done. But this guy is better because you can use him other places. And he has a better skill set. So that's why if you are stuck between these two, you really want to go with Crude. That's why I never ascended him. So then I got him. 5-star, ascended him, geared him up with my vampire gear from the master pack, and then lo and behold, I got Alia. So then immediately I was like, well, I just spent all that money. Like, honestly, that's how it went down. I spent all that money raising this guy, and now I've got something better. So I never put him through his paces, really. I didn't. And that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's hop into adventure mode. Now, the preferred level for leveling is... Now, the preferred level for leveling your fodder is going to be 6-1 legend. But because this guy's only 5-star, I don't believe he's going to be able to take it. So we're going to take him into epic 6-1, and we'll see how he does. Now, I am farming because I'm raising her up. So we'll take her out. And we will put, because she's going to be our next review, just a little spoiler alert there. Let's throw in Crude, and let's get the job done. We'll see how he does. This is going to be new to me. So, again, like, I honestly immediately got Alia and just devoted everything into leveling her. I actually took a full team to level her. I didn't use this guy to level. So, I was like, all right, I got her. Let me just put her in a team, and we'll level them together. So here we go. He's doing decent. I don't think he's going to die. He's leeching a good amount of health. I can see why attack speed would be a good thing on him and why they recommended it. He's taking some damage, boy, for sure. Will he get the job done? I do not know, guys. I do not know. We're going to find out, though. And you got to consider we're actually running him with the healer, so your mileage may vary, right? Oh, it looks like we got him. It looks, and by the way, she doesn't have any gear on. So, because, I mean, I just started working on her. So, this is all right. That wasn't bad. 45 seconds for a 5-star. Not bad at all. Not bad. You got to consider we are running with the healer. So, let's do this. Just to take the healing equation out, we'll go back to adventure. Just so we can make sure, because I don't want to recommend this guy to you. You get him, and you start running him with, like, you know, regular crappy fodder, and you're like, Val, he truly sucked, man. I had to run him with someone who could help him out. So we're just going to run him solo, all by himself. Because if he can do it all by himself and not really, we see him get into trouble, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. Hopefully, I hope he works out. Because, again, I don't have extensive experience with him. Alright, he buffs himself. He's going to work. He's not really in trouble. He's leeching a ton of health. I think he's going to be fine. But I would definitely stick with Epic until you 6-star him, for sure. For sure. And it looks like this is working out pretty good. Like, because there's so many enemies around him, he is definitely able to get enough health back to where it's not an issue. Like, look at him here. He's going crazy. And don't forget, he also has Undying, which it looks like he procced. I don't know why. I didn't see him get low. Did you guys see him get low? I didn't really see him get low. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're on this one. He really needs to whirlwind here. Did he get heal block? Why isn't he healing? No, he didn't. Alright, I thought he was going to be in trouble, but he really wasn't. This is a longer farm, for sure. Longer than I'm used to, right? But if you're starting out, I mean, this is just basically what it is. And we're going to talk a little bit. So, it looks like he can definitely do it. He did get heal blocked here, but as soon as this drops off, he's going to be able to heal himself up. So, I believe for sure, 100%, you will be fine using him based off of this. But I definitely would stick to Epic at 5-star. Oh, wow. Maybe you wouldn't be fine with this. Okay. So, there we go. We've seen him. So, what's the verdict, Val? What do you think? Well, I have decent gear because I am using what I got. Now, if you're running with fodder, obviously he's going to be better, right? As you saw, you know, we're running with the Keeler, we're good. You're not going to be running him by himself. So we know we're going to be successful there. It's just going to be slow. But I do want you to see that, right? Because I don't want to hide anything from you. I want you to look at this and have the full picture. So reality, you're not going to run him by himself. And you're going to have enough damage because you have 3 guys with him or 1 guy if you're just trying to power level it quickly. If you're in the beginning of the game, he works. If he's all you have, he works. But keep him at 5-star. Here's why. So let's get into talking a little bit more about farmers, right? So you looked at him, he's like, all right, Val, you know, he did okay, 45 seconds, you only had 1 guy with him, and you're always going to be farming with him, right? He's not going to be solo, so you're not going to have the defeat issue. The thing is, what you want to do is you can keep him at 5-star, keep working epic, but if you happen to pull, where is she? I know I have one. I didn't eat her again, did I? Did I eat her again? Oh my goodness, I think I ate her. I did. Okay, so let's go to our collection book. So let's go to here. Yeah. So if you happen to pull her, you would want to use good old Rota instead, right? So if you pull her, she's going to be your farmer. You're going to immediately, you know, if you keep your Crude at 5-star and then be like, all right, I just pulled a Rota, immediately switch to your farmer this. Just leave Crude at 5, say goodbye, thank you for all your help, I appreciate it, and level her immediately to 6-star. For starters, for advanced, she is amazing. She has a lot of benefits. I mean, her kit is just fantastic. She does good damage, she gets lower defense, she gets lowers attack, she raises attack speed of everyone, and where is it? Yeah, that's it. And then, no, there it is. And then lowers cooldowns of herself and all nearby allies. This girl is the bomb.com for noobs and vets alike. Her kit's amazing. So if you got Crude, you didn't get lucky, keep him at 5-star, then hit up Rota, okay? Rota is going to be your choice. Now, you also have another option that's a little harder to get with Rota, because here's a good thing about Rota and Crude. You can pull them from common disc because they're 3-star. So that's excellent. Excellent. Now, your next option, say you don't get Crude, you don't get Rota, you're still using whatever the Blue Water Spearman's name is, because I honestly, truly do not know his name. I'm being completely honest with you. I have no idea. So you don't get either one of those. Well, just by doing your missions, okay, do your missions, you will get this young lady, Sigrun. She can be your farmer as well. She does crazy damage. She's a great wave clearer. She's all based on attack speed. So you stack attack speed until you're blue in the face. She still has lower defense, and her AoE is ridiculous. Like, she's going to clear for you with no problems. Plus, you can use her everywhere. Like, just like Rota, she can be used everywhere. So if you don't get lucky on Crude, you don't get lucky on Rota, you will get Sigrun as long as you do your missions. You can see mine here. Mine isn't built for farming, while she can. I have mine configured straight up damage. She's just good. Just like Rota is just good. If you are not lucky enough to, you know, get anything to replace whatever this guy's name is, then Rota or Sigrun is the way to go. Sigrun you're definitely going to get. You just have to do your missions. Rota is RNG though, right? So she's straight RNG. So once you build them, then the next thing you're looking for, your next upgrade to farmer is BM. Alia is really, really good. She's who I switched to. She kills ridiculously fast. You guys have seen it in other ones. So really, like, this went from, even though it is a Crude review, to more of a overview for farmers. But those are really your top picks. There are others that people use that can farm, but these are the most popular ones just because they're the most readily available, minus the 5-star. Crude, easy to get. Whatever his name is, easy to get because you get him for free. Vampire gear you get for free. And then Rota is a 3-star that you can get lucky. Hopefully you pull a lot of commons. And then there is Sigrun, which you are guaranteed to get as long as you do missions. So overall, going back to Crude and bringing it full circle, he will work. I do not recommend 6-star. Because eventually you're going to get Sigrun. And Sigrun is a much better investment for you. You can strip him, take off his vampire gear, and then throw it on Sigrun, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. She kills crazy fast. So you'll have no problems. He is just a stopgap. He is just a stopgap. They're just short stops over until you find something better. So that's really going to do it, because the thing is with him, there's no point in taking him to SW10. You can, don't get me wrong, you can, and he'll do okay. So, because he's going to be with a full team. I didn't use him again because I got Alia, but he does have the versatility. So you could bring him to SW10. You could bring him to ED10. For free-to-play players, that's very critical, because you need to 6-star units that have multi-purpose. And if you just never get Rota, or you never get Sigrun because you haven't been doing missions, which you should be doing missions, then you can use them. And Rota actually will help you huge in ED10. I really wouldn't use her in SW10, but she'll help you huge in ED10. She'll help you progress. So that's really the story on Crude. Just keep in mind, he is a stopgap. If you want to 6-star him because you don't have anything better, then you can go ahead and you can do that. But otherwise, keep him at 5. Throw your vampire. Look for something better. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful or you have some questions, feel free to throw it down in the comments below. And as always, all you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty.